Hey guys, what is up? This is Jones from The Jones Show, bringing you another video here today. And today I'll be giving you tips and tricks on how to help you improve in Modern Warfare. My top 5 tricks that I've used myself, and it's greatly helped me improve. Okay guys, I want to get this out of the way. I do stream on Twitch. Schedule's pending just based on the fact I know in the last video I said Sunday and Wednesdays, and my work schedule's got even more confusing. So just know that the link for my Twitch is in the description. I do try to stream 3 to 4 times a week. Link will be in the description below. I just want to get that out of the way. Anyway guys, on to the video. My first tip to improve in Modern Warfare is in Modern Warfare to know to throw any utility, like such as stuns or, flashes or anything like that, without being exposed. Okay, this is one of the best things you can do, because by the time the person is stunned, they won't know what to do. In other words, if you go around a corner and then try to throw a stun and then back out, the person's going to see you and know you're there. When you use boxes, walls, whatever it may be, anything in the environment, and you can throw that stun or the flash off the wall to get them in a certain spot, by the time they're flashing stun, they don't even know what to do. So it lines up a extremely easy kill. I've seen a lot of people try to throw stuns, while they're like seeing somebody and try to throw a stun. That's not the best way to practice it. You need to use your walls, environment, boxes, TVs, whatever, stairs, whatever it may be. Use the environment, use that, throw it off walls, throw it off that stuff, and have the person stun when you go around the corner already. So it's an easy gunfight. It just makes the gunfight so much easier for you, because by the time you go around the corner, they're already stunned, they don't know what to do, and it gives you an extreme advantage. Okay guys, and on to tip number 2. Okay guys, on to tip number 2, and that is to utilize jump shotting. Now I know guys, even if you don't have a Scuff, Battle Beaver, or play Claw, to try to get used to jump shotting, because jump shotting is a big thing in modern cons nowadays. I know back in the day when I played, COD 4 and MW2, it was drop shotting. Now it's jump shotting guys. It's a big thing ever since the jetpack games came out. And here's the thing, if you don't have one of those controllers, then you can always use a special configuration like bumper jumper, which utilizes L2 or left trigger if you're on Xbox, and you can always jump with that. And I used that for a very long time. When my Scuff was broken, I had to get a new one, and I really didn't miss a beat. It is kind of confusing to get used to at first, but it is a huge advantage guys. You need to utilize jump shotting at all times, okay, by using bumper jumper or using one of those controllers, or trying to learn to play Claw. I've tried to play Claw and it's very difficult. And another reason why I want you to use jump shotting, and especially in Modern Warfare, there's a tactic there where you can jump twice going around a corner. So you jump, as soon as you hit the ground again, you jump again, and it shows this crazy animation to the person that you're fighting, and you like almost skip across the screen, and it's very confusing on the other side of the gunfight, and it'll give you a massive help in your gunfights, and you'll see yourself win way more gunfights by doing that. So if you're going in a corner, jump, start shooting. You can actually start shooting after the first jump if you want to, but as soon as your feet hit the ground again, you jump again, it skips you across the screen, puts out this weird animation across from the other person that you're shooting against, and you'll have a massive advantage in that gunfight guys. Alright, that is my second tip. On to tip number 3. Alright guys, on to tip number 3, and it is another controller configuration to help you guys out, and that is to use the tactical configuration. This allows you to crouch with the R3 button on your controller rather than use circle. And the reason why I like this so much, 2 reasons I like this a lot, is because 1, I think it allows you to be a more fluid, and you can have better movement with this as far as crouching and crouch stopping and stuff like that, what like the pros do, the crouch stop. But not only allows you to slide and crouch without taking your thumbstick off the controller. Another thing that it does is when you're in a gunfight and you're on a head glitch, or just even out in the middle of the open, you can spam that R3 button and change the angle of your head so that it'll give you a better gunfight. Because a lot of people, what they do, they grab the gun, they're like, oh, I want a headshot, I want to shoot somebody's head. Well, if you sit there and mash the R3 button, when you go up, down, it's going to change the angle of how they're shooting, and you're more likely to get a gunfight because you're sitting there aimed in shooting at them while you're popping up and down. And this could be behind a head glitch, this could be in the middle of the map, this could be anything, but it's going to give you huge help to win more gunfights just based on the fact that you're changing the angle of what they're shooting you at, and it gives you a massive advantage guys. I do definitely recommend. That is my 3rd tip on this list. Let's get into the number 4 tip on my list. Alright guys, on to the 4th tip, and this is being aware of what a smart gunfight is and a bad gunfight is. If you can take more smart gunfights, you are most likely going to win them versus a bad gunfight, obviously, hence the name smart versus bad. And this means taking advantage of fights and puts you in an advantage and puts whoever you're fighting at a disadvantage. And this could be multiple things, such as utilizing a head glitch on any one of the maps that you have, being higher than your opponent in a gunfight. Obviously, yes, I know that you can win a gunfight if you are lower than your opponent. I'm not saying you're always going to lose if you're lower than your opponent. I'm just saying it gives you a better advantage if you're actually higher than your opponent, and also not even being higher than your opponent in head glitch, but utilizing the gun the way it's made to be. Obviously, you can put no stop stock and different things on ARs, and you can make them more crafty to where you can run around and spray and pray and stuff like that. But if you're using a sub, if you're using AR, utilize those ranges to your advantage. So if you're an AR player, get farther away. Use angles that, you know, allow a person, if they want to kill you, they have to be pretty far away to do that. If you're a sub player, utilize the other tips that I said about movement, head glitch, jump shotting, and get closer to that person. Okay, guys, it's very, very simple. Utilize those head glitch, get higher than your opponent, know what a smart and bad gunfight is, and utilize the AR for its range, or use the sub for its range and its quick movement, guys. It's very, very simple. You just have to utilize what those guns are made for, and obviously you want to be higher than your opponent. Obviously you want to use head glitch. You just want to put yourself in the best position you can to win the gunfight, obviously, because that leads you to winning more gunfights. All right, guys, on to my fifth and final tip of this video. Alright guys, on to my fifth and final tip, and this is one of the best tips that I have for you. Obviously you've probably heard this or you've seen this if you watch professional Call of Duty. The last tip on my list is to pre-aim. Pre-aim is so important, especially with boots on the ground COD coming back. Pre-aiming is so important because boots are on the ground. You cannot fly over somebody's head or crazy stuff like that. Even when there's jetpacks in the game, people pre-aimed all the time because it's such a good tactic to use. This allows you, what it does, it basically allows you to get the upper edge on the fight. So if somebody comes around a corner, somebody's running through a map, you're already aimed in, pre-aimed, waiting for them, and it gives you a, a half a second advantage on the gunfight, which obviously in Modern Warfare, where the time to kill is so low, it's basically almost going to guarantee you a kill, guys. Okay, so use this position, use pre-aiming and use this tactic to not only, I'm not saying guys to camp, that's not what I'm saying to do. I'm just saying, like, if you're playing hard for example, you want to hold a spot where they're rotating out of. You want to go to the back behind the hard point so you can have what's called an anchor point. For anybody that's played professional Call of Duty, you know what that is. It's basically holding spawns for your team. A lot of anchor players pre-aim just based on the fact that they're holding a very, very important spawn and they don't want to get caught off guard. Okay, so what they do is they aim down their sights, they look at lanes or areas they know people are going to be coming from, and they utilize pre-aiming, so when they come to those areas and they physically see them, they're already ahead in the gunfight. They're already a split second ahead of the competition, and they can take those gunfights very, very easy. Now guys, if you did enjoy this video of my top 5 tips to get better at Modern Warfare, please like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, guys. I promise you, I'm back. I'm just not on a streaming spectrum, but definitely for making videos, guys. And like I said, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, guys. I really would appreciate it. Anyway, guys, this is it from The Jones Show, and I'm out. Peace.